Hey guys, this is Lol Hendy, and I would like to welcome you to my New Game Plus walkthrough of Bastion. I'm just gonna take one sitting and go through the whole game. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. There aren't that many levels to go through. Just lots of the dialogue and things like that we'll have to listen to and stuff. But let's check it out. See how it goes.
Now here's a kid whose whole world
Maybe I'll talk over this commentary once in a while. I'm sure you can see other videos with all the commentary, or if you've already played already or whatnot. But I'll just kind of roll through the game. We'll see how long it takes, and if I have to cut it into a couple recordings, I'll do that. But I'm just gonna sit this all through one playthrough. Just gonna sit down and do this whole game here. Hopefully try and just go as fast as I can. I'm really not trying to do like a speed run or anything. I'm just trying to go, like, I don't know, I guess a decent speed. We'll just run through, I guess. Once I get the breaker bow, I'll be real happy, because that is the best weapon ever. I hate this stupid Fang repeater, it's garbage.
Kids worked up quite a thirst by
now on New Game Plus, I get like all my weapons and all my levels and stuff like that, so after I get back to town, I'll be able to get everything that I want. But for right now, I just have the regular old hammer and a terrible gun. It's actually pretty good with all the upgrades. Like these things are actually homing now, and pretty much dominate like everything low level. I still like the bow the best though. With the draw speed, that thing is a beast. Maybe I'll cut out these loading screens too. That would take forever though. I probably won't. If there's anyone actually watching this video, I bet they won't worry about the 2-second load screens. It's gonna be like a 3-hour long video. Load screens will probably be the least of your worries.
The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags starting turning up for last call.
And if you're worried about hearing the background guy, I guess you can watch some of my other videos. They aren't in HD, but they're more segmented anyway, so you can kind of watch them like one by one. But this one, hopefully I'll be able to put it at least in like hour segments, because I don't want to upload 1,000 different 15-minute videos and make you keep clicking next if there is actually someone interested in seeing like the whole story and seeing what's going on and all that stuff. But we'll see if they let me do that. I think you can upload like up to like 4 hours long video, but I guess this will kind of just be a test to see how long you really can upload. Maybe I'll work on some editing too on this video, because it would be nice to get rid of these load screens just to flow through the game. We'll see though. That'll kind of mess up my syncing with my awful commentary. Here's the breaker bow too. Nice. I like this thing a lot. When you hit people with that gun, it poisons them too, so it's just awesome. I'm not really going to worry about getting the extra stuff in the levels too much, because I've got it already. The highest level you can get in here is 10, and I'm it, so
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal.
we'll just go on through.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Let's see. I just forget which ones I have on. They're the ones I like the best anyway. Let's see. There we go. That's a good one. Jade. to make things go a little faster.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
I love this squirt lure. It just makes using the bow so good. If you just pull out one of the little guys and then just start shooting, it's so OP.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The
Nice.
Bastion's real close now.
The achievements in this game are pretty easy too, so if you haven't picked it up, you should. I mean, it's a really fun game, and I suppose if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in checking it out and buying it and whatnot. Honestly, if you're interested in buying it, I'd quit watching and just go buy it. Just play it for yourself, because the commentary is so fun, I guess. It's such like a part of the game from the announcer guy that if you're not listening to that too, you're kind of missing out on the experience. I think anyway. Not to scare you away from my own video, I guess, but that's really how I feel. If you just want to see like the important points of the game, and I'll stop talking during like the little cutscenes that Rux has and things like that, but yeah, if you just want to see that, then by all means, keep on watching. I'll have it posted for you. But yeah, if you want to hear his glorious voice over my lackluster one, it's definitely advised to pick up the game anyway. Plus, there's so many weapons you get to play around with and stuff like that. I think I got my money's worth plus more with this game. It really was worth my while. Especially with the new game plus, that kind of just makes it even more fun. You build up your character, you get kind of connected to him, and then you get to play the adventure all over again. That's awesome.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger.
I think this is actually going to go faster than I thought.
Now the Bastion can
Maybe it'll take like 2 hours or so. I guess we'll see at the very end. Maybe longer than that. You got to get like 6 foundations. I guess this doesn't really matter. I'm mostly going to stick with the same weapons throughout the whole thing, most likely.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
The only problem with doing this in like one big sitting is I drank so much today. Like I'm just gonna have to pee like 1,000 times during this commentary. I guess we'll see. Hopefully not. That would be annoying.
Just don't know when to quit. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel.
Oops.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Forge.
Up north is where the gas filler foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
Whoops. Off the edge.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman to keep his fellas in check.
Let me in.
Almost like he's showboating for the crowd. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
Alright. One level down. Couple more to go, I think. I wonder if anyone has done a speed run of this game. It seems like a pretty good game to honestly do a speed run of. There's just like a couple cutscenes and you can't skip any of them or push like Y to cut through them or anything like that or cut them any shorter. But I don't know. I really feel like you could beat this game really, really fast if you knew what you were doing. I wonder like if there is anything that you can skip. Probably not, but... And all his commentary, you have to wait until he's done with his commentary for you to be able to fly to the next destinations and stuff like that. So I suppose that doesn't lend itself well to a true speed run, but I don't know, it'd still be something kind of fun to try. Maybe we'll see how long it takes me at the end of this commentary, at the end of this this run of the game here, and if I feel good about it, maybe I'll go ahead and try a speedrun myself. It's a fun enough game that I can play it again a couple of times. I hate this level. I just gotta basically roll the whole way through it. Kinda dumb.
A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down.
Because everything like falls behind you, so you don't even really have time to stop and kill stuff. It's kind of annoying, especially when you're a low level. Because, I mean, it takes a while to break through stuff, but
one of them bridges whips the kid along.
Whatever.
Air travel always was an iffy proposition. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. Who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
I shouldn't have got that. I think I had to get the hand grenade though, which is kind of a bummer.
He's wise to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
Alright. Another level down. Another one bites the dust.
Survive the calamity?
Even after playing this game, like the 2 times that I have, I guess I really still don't understand what the calamity is. If it's all like in Ruck's mind, or what it really ends up being at the end. It's kind of just like a weird situation that comes up in the end. I guess if you haven't seen it though, or haven't watched like the whole thing, I don't really want to spoil it too much. Maybe you'll just keep watching the video and maybe you'll understand it better and you can leave in the comments what it is or whatnot. Or what you think it is, what you think the true storyline is, how things go. Because I don't think I think it's like left to a little bit to interpretation, a little bit. That's kind of what keeps me coming back. I mean, I really like the commentary that Rux does. I can't like play that up enough. I really, really like the commentary throughout the game, especially the way it like right now I'm shooting these stupid weeds and he's commentating about me shooting weeds. Like, that's so awesome. Why don't more games do that? I really wish they did. I hope the games take cues from this game because it is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I gotta go push this switch here.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
I guess this is a timed event here. Not a timed event, but it takes a set amount of time, you could say, I guess. You gotta wait for this stupid thing up here to like open up, which is a bummer. So can't really speed run that, I guess. You just get to kill these guys as they come.
Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense.
I wonder if the faster you kill them though, like if I just stand in the middle and let them all come to me real quick, the faster that thing goes up. I don't think so though, because they all drop down at different times, so I don't think that really matters how fast you kill them. They all just keep coming. till you beat like a certain amount of time, and that stupid thing goes up.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner.
It'd be interesting to have someone to like compete against, though. If somebody else like put up their time for completing Bastion, and then I got to like, go against their time or whatever. I should have looked before I started this to see if there was something I could kind of compete against. I feel like I can do this pretty fast. What are we, like 15 minutes in and I'm already a couple levels down? That's going well. Going well. Can't complain.
Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Where's the last guy? There he is. I think there's one more guy that drops down. I don't really remember this though.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
There we go. Wish I had my squirt lure. I picked up that stupid hand grenade. I don't know if you have to get that hand grenade or not though. I'm pretty sure it makes you to keep advancing the story. But the squirt lure just makes things go so much faster in like most of the levels.
8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach.
Hold on.
And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Here we go. Shoo. Cracking open my first pop here. We'll see how many deep I go by the end of this thing.
I still remember the look on his face after that one.
We'll probably just go 2 since I only have 2 pops in my house. But we'll see how many I maybe could have got.
Just getting started.
Here we go. Oh shoot, I forgot the squirt lure. That's okay. We'll live.
The dead ain't gotta worry about this mess. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like
him.
Something so familiar about that man. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all.
Let's go. Oh shoot, I'm an
I
idiot.
just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder Brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
What? Oh shoot. I think I'm so smart. I'm gonna fall off the edge.
Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we?
Core.
And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this.
It's time to go.
Please.
I'll be back. Get to the chopper. Is that 4 cores already? You gotta get all 6 cores, and then you gotta get
Gentleman, that man.
6 more. and then you get to take out
No
Zolf,
hiding
I
these
think.
Nura.
I think that's all that there
Folks
was.
like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind.
So I guess I'm coming up on
Both to him
half-ish
and to
waypoint,
each other.
maybe.
For the
Probably
first
not
time.
halfway. A little bit under halfway, I suppose.
The cause.
If you sit and read like the story and like actually listen, well not really read, but listen to all the commentary throughout the story, I mean it really makes
Well, look what we have here.
this game so much better, I think. I mean it's a good game in its right anyway, but just to have that like constant guy there talking to you, like telling you what's going on, the story, things like that, it just makes it feel like you're kind of sitting there playing a game with a buddy. And that's really really appealing to me. It's really nice. And even playing the game over when you kind of know what happens and things like that, it's still nice even just to have that commentary there to just listen to. It's like, I don't know, it's just the game doesn't feel so lonely, you know?
There's only one way.
Because I like to play games with buddies. I don't really like to just sit and play a game by myself, I suppose. I guess that's why I like to do commentaries with it. Even if nobody watches these videos, I might go and watch these videos back in like a couple of months and be like, oh yeah, that game is real cool. I really, really liked Bastion back at that time, and here's my commentary. This is my life's thoughts at that point in time. Bastion is the coolest game ever. I suck at hitting these guys. There we go.
Well, windbags, young and old, keep fighting for the fort.
Oops.
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
Scrap musket. Nobody wants that. Garbage.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort.
Tons of windbags chasing me.
Cinder brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. So many of those sorry things hold up inside that.
Probably don't need to be fighting those guys, I guess. Skip them. You can play a lot of this game without actually killing everything, I guess. That'd be hard on your first playthrough, though, because you really... I don't know, I feel like you're kind of really underpowered on the first playthrough. Maybe I just wasn't as used to the game, I suppose. But I felt like I really sucked my first playthrough. Come on. Like, yeah, I know I'm getting hit by all these balls here, but I'm doing it just to get some speed, because who cares about blocking when you can just regen your health right back with the pike, you know? Oops.
They got something to gain, and only they're sorry.
I hate to waste the time, like, dodging and things like that when you are all that is man.
The windbags finally get the message.
Where's my marshal badge?
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like
Thank you, sirs.
now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinder Brick Fort.
Wonder how long a video like this will take to upload. I just uploaded a From Dust video because I'm putting the whole series playthrough on there, but I didn't want to do it in like one big long playthrough because I am awful at that game. and if people were to sit there and watch me fail, even I can't sit there and friggin' watch me fail throughout like 3 or 4 levels, you know? I mean, that is just agonizing. So I kind of wanted to put like after I got a little better at the game, and then put it through like that. So I was putting like hour-long videos through, and those, if I render in HD, they take like 4 hours to upload on YouTube. That just seems like, I mean, I know I do it in the middle of the night, but that means I can only upload like 1 or 2 videos a day. And I mean, I suppose that's enough for me. I can just save them on my hard drives and whatever. But I don't know. I just like to put as many videos on, I guess, that I can, you know? Because I don't really care who watches me or how many subscribers I get, if I ever get any, or like how many views the videos get. I really just care about like documenting what I'm doing right now, because it's fun. It's fun to edit the videos and fun to I don't know, just have like a little sit down time, just talk, things like that. It feels like I'm playing a game. Like, it just adds a little bit to the game is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Just gives me one more thing to do, take gaming to like a next level. Instead of just playing with like online friends, things like that, I can actually document my experiences and go back, and I don't know, I think that's really cool. It's kind of like a journal or a diary, or doing like a weblog. I kind of think of it just that way. It really doesn't matter to me how many views I get, or if anything ever gets big. I couldn't care any less, honestly. I don't want to make any money. I just want to kind of have like a log of what I was doing at these times. Make it not seem so trivial to play video games, I guess. Not that playing video games is going to be trivial anymore, apparently, because in D3, Diablo 3 coming out, they're going to be, I don't know whether I like this or not, they're going to be having that, the auction house is actually going to be, like, apparently a real money auction house. I don't know if that's cool or not. I mean, it is cool in the sense that people aren't going to go to like a third-party service to buy their items and things like that, and there is going to actually be like a kind of more regulation over it, I suppose, but still, I don't know, it just leaves kind of a weird taste in my mouth. Like, are people, like, I know a lot of people are just going to be playing to try and make money, which just seems so weird about games. I feel like people are just going to get super greedy. And if you ever find like groups, people are just going to want to take that loot and like screw you over to the max, because there will be real money involved. So it's like, if I can pick up this Stone of Jordan over here that's worth 30 bucks and risk screwing somebody over, is somebody going to do that? Probably. They're never going to have to see that person again, or they can just block the person if they just like ninja loot it and run away, you know? I don't know. It just doesn't, it seems like, I don't know. It seems like there's going to be a lot of problems with ninja looting, and ninja looting sucks, because that just is completely, like, in a loot game, that's completely backwards to what you want. I mean, you want your friends to be able to play with you and things like that, but if you take like a risk and just have like one guy come into your group and whatever, and they do end up ninja looting your stuff and they're making money on it, I don't know, that just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, I guess. I guess we'll have to see how they implement it. I don't want to dog it now, because it will take a lot away from those like the Chinese companies that are selling gold and selling loot and things like WoW and things like that. So maybe it will be a better way to do things. I guess we'll just have to see, and maybe it'll become just like a mainstream thing. I mean, I'm sure in the future, like, it will go that way. Like, things like microtransactions seem to be the better business model for a lot of these businesses, like LOL, like League of Legends, with the business model like theirs, where you have to where the game is completely free until you want to like buy skins for your heroes, or and what skins are just like the how your hero looks and stuff like that. If you want to buy those, it costs RP, which is like real money. You have to spend real money to get this RP, and so I mean that's a great idea. It keeps people like playing, and you can get as many people as possible because the game essentially is free, and the longer you play, you get this IP where that the IP you can actually exchange for the champions themselves, and the champions are like the characters, the avatars that you play, and there's a whole bunch of them, and they just cost RP, and you get RP, or I mean they cost IP. You can use IP or RP to buy them, but the RP you can just buy, and then you can just get your champion that way, or you can spend the time to get the IP, and you can also get them that way. So there is a completely free way to earn every champion in the game. It's not like a realistic thing where you're going to earn every single one through IP though. So I mean, you probably will end up paying some money to this game, and I think that's a fine business model. Go for it. That's great. That you're going to spend some money on the game anyway, so whatever. I think that's great. I've played LoL for a while, and I have no problem with their business model of charging you for skins and stuff like that. You don't have to get skins if you don't want to. I just feel like in Diablo, it's gonna be almost mandatory to get some of this stuff. Like to use the auction house will be a huge part of Diablo. It's like the whole game revolves around loot. Eventually, when people get max level, they're just going to keep farming, and then what do you farm for? You farm for the loot so that you can sell in the auction house. Oops, just fell off there. So you just farm for this loot to sell on the auction house for real money, for profit.
Now, listen close.
And I don't know if that's what games should be about, just profit. I guess there's a lot of gamers that would find that incredibly fun and just like a great extra part, but I play games for fun. I mean, not for profit. I play games for like stress relief, for just getting away from work, just for having fun basically. And I don't know if like economics into my game will make it better or worse, you know? I guess we'll just have to see here. But that should be interesting when that does come out, and we see how things go. It'll be a fun game nonetheless, and I'll definitely play it. I was really into the other Diablos. Fans since Diablo 1. Diablo 1 was awful though. I mean, it was a great game, but I don't know. I tried to go back to it actually, and just going back is just like, wow, I was playing this a couple years ago. It was kind of eye-opening to see like how much graphically has changed and how much just better things in general are once you go back to like games like that.
That's the one. Timeless.
Oops. I'm really sucking. If you're actually watching my gameplay here, I am doing terrible. Falling off all over the place. Didn't I push the switch? I missed the switch. I am an idiot. Here we go. Oh yeah, this level I meet the second survivor. I still feel like I'm going pretty fast here. I'm really interested to see at the very end like how long it took me to get through all these levels. I didn't really count how many levels there were, so but I do remember most of them. I have played through the game twice now, I think. Yeah, twice. And then a little bit more, and then I just restarted for this playthrough so that anyone who wanted to watch could just get it all in one sitting instead of having to go through and click through like all next and boring stuff like that. I'd rather just, if I ever want to go back and watch it again, I would just rather set it on autoplay and watch the whole thing all at once, I suppose. So that's what we'll do.
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
Oops. Got myself hung up here. I am an idiot. There we go.
They'll be here
See ya.
before too long.
Almost through my first pop. Have to crack open the second one. There's, oh yeah, the tip screen. There's also a lot of these things called proving grounds if you've never played this game before, and that really adds a lot to this game. If you're on it through like the first time, you can go through and try your skills with like each one of the weapons and stuff like that. And if you get like a certain time on the challenge, or if you, like for instance in the arrow challenge, you've got to break a certain number of blocks and or a certain number of like balloons or whatever in the in a certain amount of shots, which is kind of cool. It's not just like timed things and things like that.
The final core beyond the city to the wilds.
I think after this level, it's halfway through the game already. Because after this, Zulf like abandons everyone, and then you have to get the upgrades to each one of the buildings. So there's like 6 or 7 more levels after this one, and then I think you have to save Zia, and then the final boss. So yeah, I think that's like 7 or 8 total levels left. That's all. I guess I don't remember too well though.
The core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to
Still got the stupid grenades. I wish I had. I wish I had my squirt core. I really do.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. Wallflower survived the calamity. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
Peep, peep, peep.
Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads
These
ain't
guys.
fond of two-legged animals.
They like have big armor in the front of their head, so you have to
After
kind of
all,
juke them and
he's
then hit
got
them in the
final
back.
core. His journey's over, right?
They feel like the only real monster that
It
takes
ain't.
any
Not by a long
semblance
shot.
of skill to kill in this game, though. Honestly, this game really feels more like, I don't know what I would equate it to. I guess maybe like a Dynasty Warriors type thing with a little more strategy and maybe even a little more role-playing elements mixed in. Because really, you just go out there and hack and slash. It's a basic
You know
dungeon
something's
crawl.
up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zulf and I were just wrapping up a...
What a
heated
jerk,
discussion.
Zulf. You jerkity jerk.
Zulf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But I will not. And with that, Zulf leaves us here, alone. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zulf was his smoking pipe. Zulf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together.
There's a way.
The
There is a
shards.
way, Rux. You are correct.
We're
Let's
gonna
go
need
take
all
care of
them
it.
to nurse the Bastion back to health.
There are a lot of loading
After
screens, though.
Zulf's
I
little
mean,
episode,
I guess not
Kid
too
sets
many.
off in
When you go
search of
through it
shards.
fast like this, though, it
First
feels
stop,
like there's a lot
Jaws
more
and
than there
bog.
really are.
You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid. And I
There
won't
probably
be
aren't
able
as
to
many
get
as I
you
think,
back.
though. Just one for every level.
Well, I let him go. What else could I do?
The road didn't build for me. That wasn't very nice.
Zulf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller
Fall
doses
asleep,
of
young
Cole's
man.
medicine.
Fall asleep.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Intoxicating. He's got such a good voice. If I had Ruck's voice, I would be... I don't know what I would be. Probably having ladies swoon over me as I just walk down the street doing full commentary at everything. Maybe they wouldn't swoon so much. Maybe they'd think I was a crazy person, try and give me a drink or something. Give me a cigarette. Here you go. You need this cigarette. You're going crazy.
Don't know where he's gone.
I like this part of the game, though.
For all I know. Wherever he is.
With the eyeballs.
Somewhere I never want to go.
Your eyeballs.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops in. You better survive it.
Onward.
No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Come on.
I'm Zolf of the Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds beggars, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gaiters.
That's it.
Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylonia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
Owned. Playing this game on New Game Plus just makes me feel like I'm an ass beater, running around killing everything with my pike.
What he did to poor old Ronnie the bartender. Proper story's supposed to start at the
Just
beginning.
rockin' face.
It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the
What?
broken walls. Years
The floor
of
didn't
work
build again.
undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull,
Piff.
the gods. They're all
Oh, my hammer.
his friend.
Wow, one shot.
He's
Crit.
He sees what's left undone.
This part's really weird in the game. I never really understood. Like, Rux just comes in singing all weird, and you have to like move this ore around and start this fire, and just like a really weird part. There's really nothing like this in any other part of the game. It's just like, oh well, that was neat. And then back down. Alright.
Near lost my train of thought just thinking about that place. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to
I
find
hate
it
those
taken out of
things.
his hole.
Lock you in place in these stupid spikes. Dumb.
You ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Owned. That thing's usually pretty hard. This was actually really good with the grenades this time. What did I forget to kill? Nothing. There we go.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much
Usually that monster's actually pretty tough. Those grenades made quick work of him, though. It was actually pretty nice to have those instead of the little squirt lures. They don't do much damage. They kind of just keep people off you while you stand back and shoot that bow at them. I still love the bow so much, though. Bow is so good. So good. Bow and pike forever, for life.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business.
Oh, right. 1 of 6.
A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Keep
the city
on
tried to
rolling.
use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Definitely at least halfway now. Probably a little over. A little over halfway.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds.
This level's dumb. Ankle gators are dumb.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
They just hide in
All
stupid
kinds of
bushes.
beasts
It's
with
dumb.
no up from down.
That's all I gotta say.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
You have this.
Brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Bad idea to
Dumb.
walk in gator grass. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's
I hate you, Queen Anne. I hate you so bad.
He takes off after her. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
There we go. I think this is where
Wanna know how to
I
find
should get to
an ankle
face him,
gator
actually.
lair? You use a kid as bait. The shard sitting in plain
Come
view.
here, Anne. Pop up.
He's got it, and now
Come
to
on.
finish her off. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go.
Come on.
And now he's made her mad.
Oh, shoot. I am an idiot. Wow.
Rest in
There we go.
peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Open. Where's the exit? I forgot where the exit is in this one. Oh.
Kid's done what needed to be done.
Two of 6. On to the second pop, by the way, for those of you at home that were counting. I know that's really pertinent information that you needed to know. Hopefully the game wraps up before I pee my pants. That would be,
Queen Anne's reign.
I would be
is
very
over.
gracious.
We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
It was worth it. You're right, Rux. Totally worth it.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. The next shard should be farther out there in
Next.
the wilds.
Point Lemaine. I don't think I really remember this one. Oh yeah, I do.
Know
Yeah, I
how
do.
Celandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine.
Point
If the wilds could
Lemaine.
ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
I think it makes you pick up this stupid gun. And I do not want it. It's so dumb.
Kid might
This
have
gun is
picked up
absolute
where
good,
they
like
left
just
off.
trash.
Blam. Just like my fighting days. A gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
I had to pick up the gun before it even opens this bridge.
Point Lemaine's seen better days for sure.
Asinine.
But it ain't done. The whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only
And this
is
thing
it
like
still
shoots you
there,
back.
it still works.
So walking on like this little thing while getting shot
Of course,
back
it's no longer
by your
shipping
gun every
hides
time you
and
shoot it.
alloys and spices.
Great.
Give the kid a lift.
I could just have the bow and kill everything.
Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
I suppose that's what kind of makes it a little more difficult, but whatever. I'm just randomly shooting things off screen in case you're wondering.
The grand rails all
I don't think
grown
I'm
over
hitting
with
anything.
things with the
Maybe I
land
am.
chewed up and
Yeah, I guess I
spat
am.
out. Things eager to take back their turf.
It's auto-aiming for me.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
Bring it, son. I think that's it for this level. No, maybe not. I'm
Drunk
wrong.
kids
I'm
settle
dumb.
in like they own the place.
Is that it? I thought pretty soon.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere. Of course,
Maybe
the
I'll
grand
change from
rails
this
see
stupid
much more
gun.
fighting in bygone times.
Go. Guess I should change. I'll use dancing shot. That's pretty good. That kills things pretty fast, I guess.
The
Like,
Ura
we
said
can kill everything in a couple
50 years
hits.
ago, doomed to happen again.
Let me free. Give me my freedom.
It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole grand rail.
Oh yeah, dancing
The
shot.
rail must
Will
have
probably
shook
do
the
pretty
Ura to
good
the
for just
bone
regular
after those
levels here.
dens of theirs. That was bad. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath?
And don't think your screen's going weird when I walk through these clouds. Yeah, that's just they give you a bad view when you walk through them like that. It gets all blurry.
Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Come on, bridge.
But then at last, it's the end of the line.
Alright.
He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him.
I do have to kill these, huh?
Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zolf. This is for you,
Not Zolf.
says the man.
Spoiler alert.
Wham.
Not Zolf.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone.
I could have beat him
Something
up.
else is there. The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard. He took the hit. And he took that
3
note.
of 6. I think 6. Yeah. Yeah. 3 of 6, I think. Going pretty good. How long has it been? Like an hour? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about right. Started about an hour ago.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
So maybe this will be an under 2-hour video. Wouldn't that be? That'd be pretty
Just
badass.
the occasion to crack open the distillery's private
I would feel
reserve.
pretty good about my gameplay if I kept it under 2 hours. Because I honestly I've allotted like 4 hours of my time. I'm ready to sit down for 4 hours and do this. So if it took half of that, I'd feel pretty kick-ass, honestly.
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it
Wake up,
filled the
eyes, wake
skies
up.
with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep up living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
That back there is the fire bellows, crappiest weapon in the game. IMO.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you?
Nobody wants your fire bellows game.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Whoop.
The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Yeah.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
It's actually getting kind of tough now. Not really tough, but
After all,
they're actually starting to hurt me a little bit anyway.
Inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames. We saw in there the heart of the world.
Ha.
The heart now laid bare by the calamity. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
Nice. Money.
And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him though. With a good spyglass, you can still see
That was
the
quick.
cauldron.
I expected that level to take a lot
All the
longer.
fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
It took a wrong turn though, which is kind of a bummer, but I guess, like I said, I'm not really doing this for a speed run. Just kind of doing it to get everything out there and kind of just show the basic story. And if people want to go into it further, they'll just get the game themselves, I suppose, and really dive deep into the game, because there is a lot of, like, you can go through these relationships with Zio, with Zolf, and Rock, and, oops, forgot to use it, and, like, get a lot more out of the game than just playing through the 18 levels that there are, or whatever. I'm just really doing it for the basic story, so people can get an idea what the game is about, or if I really want to go back and have an inkling to watch my gameplay, I won't get so bored with, like, the in-betweens of listening to the commentaries and things like that. But if I wanna see all that stuff, I own the game. I'll just go play it instead of listen to myself. This level is super annoying because you can't see yourself through like half of it.
There's no
Hate
more
that.
mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to
It's
go.
pretty obnoxious. And I don't remember the correct path either.
Because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild.
I think I went the right way though.
Bastion of their own.
Yeah, I did.
But they ain't yet prepared.
Nice. What a good guess that was.
Besides, we have to take back what's ours. Even if the beasts of the wilds won't like it. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win,
I hate when it's not fast enough for me.
our bastion is everybody's game. Not just
shoot.
ours.
Hung me up.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back. Just
There's
like
my
we have.
core. Gimme,
We
gimme.
just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. That's the way.
Ooh, those things hurt this time. Got him. They almost killed me there. I had to actually use a
Done what's
potion.
best for 'em.
That
Don't
was a
you
close
worry.
call.
Don't you
It
worry.
could have been disaster. I'm glad I didn't play it safe though. That's no fun. Who likes to play it safe? Not this guy. Not this guy.
We'll all be better off once the bastion is complete.
So do I just need one more?
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Yep, one more.
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Here we go. I think this is the last level. Then Zia gets stolen, and then it's the final one. I think. I hope. When you play through the game like this, it just seems so much faster. I never would have thought I could beat it in under 2 hours. That's for sure.
Imagine everything you
I bet
need to build
when I
a
first
city
went
like
through the playthrough,
Zelandia.
it
takes hard
easily
work
took
to
me
plan.
15 hours.
Also takes Burstone Quarry.
Like reading all the, because I sat there and I was like try hard moding the game and like didn't want to get hit by anything, wanted to make sure I got absolutely everything, checked every little corridor, things like that. And yeah, definitely I was absolutely took me at least 15 hours to get through. And that's good. You know, I like a game that you can either beat really fast without getting much of the story, getting much to do about it or anything like that, and you can also sit there and have the game take like less than an afternoon. I mean, if you go through it as fast as possible.
The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
I think that's really cool how games like this can do that.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
Oops.
Those rocks, all polished.
These things are annoying. They really hurt. Open sesame.
The largest ones, you know as cores.
Is this the wrong way? Yeah, it is. Dang it.
The smaller ones, we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to
I think it's right up here though, the shard.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use.
Yeah, here we go.
Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes
Seriously?
to the beast we
Fell
took to
down?
Colin. Sir Lunky.
Oh my god, he
Massive
knocked me
thing
down.
stopped
I am
any of
awful.
our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. We never could
Go.
get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
Oh, hey, Zolf.
It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. We talk
Blah,
first
blah,
now.
blah, blah, blah.
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will. The next part's hard to talk about, no matter how many times I try.
First playthrough, I never expected him to turn on me like that. Ay, ay, ay. What a jerk Zolf is. That's alright. He'll get his. NBD. NBD, guys.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word.
These guys are pretty tough. Maybe I should probably be a little careful, I guess. They die as long as you get them. If I hit them with that bow first, they get stunned.
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back.
And then you can just follow the stun up with a
And here they came to take
with a nice hit of the lance.
Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place.
Did you hit my Bastion? Oh, I fell off. I'm terrible. I think more come. Like 2 or 3 more come. Where are they? Maybe not. Yep, there he is. Come here. Did more come? I don't think so. I thought that was it.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
Stole my Zia away. What a jerky jerk. It's alright. It's alright. We'll get her.
We find each other as the dust settles.
Oh, hey, Rux.
Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story.
Let's role play.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Oh, I gotta get this shard first. Then I think I find Zia, and then it's the final one. So 3 levels left, I think. It's probably getting old, me just saying, oh, there's this much time left. No, this much time left. I'm sure when I watch this back, I'll just be like, oh my god. Who cares how much time is left? Just play the damn game, you idiot.
Mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the
But whatever.
failed,
Whatever, I do what I want.
The Ura standards live in
Like fall off the edge. It's exactly what I want. Wanted to do that.
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out.
Die, die, die.
We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now.
Punk?
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist.
Look at that body.
Van.
Nice. It can fly. It's Jesus. Jesus can't fly.
Then worked for the Mansers.
Maybe Jesus can
Sharp as
fly. I don't
knives
think he
in
can
city's
fly,
troll.
though. Just that guy can fly.
With his help, the Mansers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnel
There were a bunch of guys here. Maybe
in a
not.
flash. Just like that.
This is
every
pretty
last
cheap. You
Ura
like automatically get hit no matter what.
will be gone.
Nice, I didn't. I am awesome.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. But Van didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
I'm a maniac. Didn't even kill anybody that level.
He
Like a
sabotaged
boss.
the Mansers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Aha. Darn you, sir.
Too bad the Ura ain't
What a
exactly
jerky jerk.
willing to collaborate on that front.
Hate these guys. So dumb. Go underground.
It's strange.
Come
Feels
here.
like I told this part a
There you
thousand
prairie
times.
chicken. Maybe I didn't even
First
need to
things
kill those
first,
guys.
though.
I probably just could have gone on the
Someone
skyway right
figured
away.
needed rescuing.
Oh well. Whatever.
See ya.
Next. I bet those loading screens, if anyone is watching through this, I bet those loading screens, if they're annoying you as much as they annoy me, I bet that's getting pretty
There's
bad.
something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Like every 5 minutes we've got one of these. I suppose at least they're not too long. It's not like this is an enormous game world that it's got to load each time, but still it is kind of a little bit annoying.
Well, now it's personal.
That's the Calamity Cannon. That thing's alright. I mean, once you get the final upgrade on it, it can like home in on people. Maybe I'll pick it up actually. I'll just show you how cool it is.
Hands on the care package I sent.
Since I am using more of my pike.
The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
It's a pretty cool gun. I like it. I still don't think it's better than the bow
Security
though.
and everything.
I still really
Pretty
like the
fancy.
bow. I should just zoom through this
Still,
stuff.
they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together.
Shoot, when I got rid of my bow, I got rid of my
Breaking up
special
those
attack.
things and the calamity
Oh well,
rocks
whatever.
slid back into the ground. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Look at the sweet Calamity rockets. This is a pretty awesome skill. I'll show you.
They even
It just fires like crazy.
Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
What the? There we go.
By now, every Ura from here is always in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
like a maniac.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Come on. There we go. Next part.
The Ura keep hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
Hip, 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 hip.
Maybe they know they lost this. Lost their kin.
Why am I crazy? I think I'm hurting myself using this. Because when you shoot this gun, it actually hurts you too. If you're like too close to something, or if something like rushes you or whatnot. So I honestly think I am hurting myself more than I am hurting any enemies with this gun. I guess that's the only real downside to using this weapon. Shoot, did I go the wrong way?
Turn around and walk away.
Where's the correct way? I swear it was right here. Is that not right? Is it this way? No. Must have done a wrong turn. Didn't I go up here though? I swear to God it was up there. Now I really just feel like I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I know I am. I know it's up there. It's gotta be. Well, crap though. Is this not right?
It's not the time to get reckless.
Can you just walk right up here? No. Right here? Can you just walk up? Oh, what the heck? Where? Huh.
Suppose old
Wow,
Zolf
you just had to
figured out
shoot
the
that
numbers
over
better.
there? Ay, ay, ay. What an idiot I am.
Maybe I should have trusted
Oh
him.
well.
Told him everything I knew.
I guess I don't remember these levels as much as I thought I did.
Bring out that
Okay.
big gun.
We were alright.
There's nothing standing in his way no more. Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally
Oh, hey
finds
Zia.
But it ain't like
You're
promised
safe.
this time. Ain't nothing for this gal
Your
to
princess
see
is in
about
another
now.
castle.
Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Maybe I'll even get this in under an hour and a half. That would be awesome. Awesome sauceum. Let's see, I probably got like 10 minutes to beat the final level. I don't think that's gonna happen. If I want to get it done in like an hour and a half.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf.
Final
it'll all be
level.
over.
Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready? No. No, I'm not ready. Let's do this. Get to the chopper.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Tazal terminals. I like this level. There's a lot of those guys that
He'll
are
be all right.
pretty actually challenging to kill. The guys that are worth the 500 XP instead of just the 100. Yeah, these girls.
You know why Zolf went
They can
back
actually
there.
rock you pretty
All his
good
old
if you
friends
get a couple of them together.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know
Like
what's
this
funny?
here. If you shoot this thing, that just owns the crap out of them anyway.
Well,
Because each one of those individual little mini rockets homes in on those dudes too, so
waiting for a kid.
pretty much ownage.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid.
Wahaha.
So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, There's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard,
Back in there.
the Bastion will be complete.
Rawr. Everyone dies. Is that not the way? Yeah, there it is.
Zealandia.
How is that hitting nobody? IR confused.
Everything will be back to normal.
Okay, it's very elusive.
Everyone will be all right. Problem is,
Let's do it.
we'll all be gone.
It gives you like a super weapon at the end of this game here soon that you'll see coming up. That's pretty fun to use. It makes you like move slower though, which is, I don't know, that's pretty obnoxious because you've been used to doing like
Oh, we're not gonna
rolling
die.
through this whole game
It's more like
and going like kind of your own pace,
all
and then
of
to
this
just completely slow you
just
down with this big super weapon at the end. I don't know how
things will go
cool
back
that
to
is,
what
but
they used
the
to
weapon is pretty cool.
That's
Anyway,
the power of the Bastion.
you'll see.
This whole place is a living record of the times before.
Plus you get this cool hopscotch thing so you can jump over gaps.
Before the
If you could
story.
get this like the whole game, that would be pretty sweet.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes.
Da-da-dun. Yeah, it just
Anyone
lets you
you've ever
jump
hurt.
all over this stuff, which is pretty cool.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. Wouldn't that be grand?
Und
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. Who am I kidding?
this part's weird. Like the only platforming, like real platforming part of this game
There's something else.
comes at like the very end. I would really wish they would have added like more of this stuff. I really like platformers, and to add it
How
to like a
come I know
little,
so much about the
and
Bastion?
a game with so many RPG elements already in it is pretty sweet. I
Well,
really like the
designed
platforming.
place.
I
Well,
mean,
that
even though it's
sounds
really
awful.
simple, it's just like a nice thing to break it up in the game a little bit, I guess.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
You don't feel like pressure to go
Can't test it.
fast either. There's no like time limit, so it's just nice, relaxing platforming.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again?
Just gives a nice little break from the
Bastion does its
constant
thing.
like just mashing buttons to fight people. Kind of cool.
The
I like
answer
it.
is,
Well played, sirs.
I don't know.
I think I get the super weapon in the next little cutscene here. Or not cutscene, but the next little half level or whatnot. That means I'm coming up to the end. Should be quick. Should be quick here. Spoiler alert. Stop
You wonder
watching
there
if
ain't
you don't
another
want to
way
see
out of
the
this mess. It's all
the
right,
finals.
I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless,
I suppose if you've
Unless
been
you
watching
wanted to
this far
stay
though, you don't
here.
really
with us,
give a crap about spoilers. Neither do I really. I don't
well,
care.
That's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Yeah, here's my super weapon of doom.
The weight of the calamity.
See, but now I
It's on
can't
our
roll,
shoulders.
which is a huge bummer.
We can't just
You
let
do
it go.
blow the crap out of everything, though.
but I can only walk. I can just walk nice and slow.
Speaking, if ever the monument blew out, then we could
Walkity, walkity, walkity.
still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next,
One
we'd
shot
detonate the
everything, pretty
cores,
much.
and we'd
It's
take
kind of
off
anticlimactic
away
to the
from
game,
here.
really, because you are with this
course,
battering ram. I mean, you're
going
unstoppable. You just run through the
Ever.
game, absolutely
But that's
destroying the crap out of
That
everything.
way, all of us
There's no skill to
could leave
this.
the
You
city
push X or you push B.
together.
Most of the time, you just push B, and you kill everything in like an AoE circle. So, it's pretty fun though. Even though it is anticlimactic, it's an interesting way to end a game, at least. Pop 2 down. A minute 30. Really have to pee now.
Zolf and his countrymen won't be given a bad
Rawr.
shot without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura,
Here we
all
go.
they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
I think it's just right down here. Yeah. Here we go.
Zolf dedicated his
Whatever.
life to lasting
Whatever, turret.
peace between the Ura and
Get off me.
Zealandia.
Caboose.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me, punk.
Zolf ain't lost every
I suppose you do lose a little life, but whatever. You've got five heals ready to get it right back. You just gotta chase this doof around. Rawr. I really miss rolling in this part. I'm an avid roller. I just roll through like the whole game, and then to not be able to roll is kind of a bummer.
It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Dun-dun-dun.
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Oh no, they're kicking the crap out of Zolf. Should I save him or move on? Huh. We don't want Zolf. Zolf's a jerk. I think I saved him in my last
Kid saved
playthrough.
Zolf once, but I don't think
But
he
this
made the
time,
same mistake.
nah, you're a jerk, Zolf. You don't deserve to be saved.
Don't you worry though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be
Dun dun
alright.
dun 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 dun. Thing is, you don't even have a life bar during this sequence. You basically walk through this whole thing with zero chance of dying. I mean, you can still kill these people and all that fun jazz, but there's, I mean, it's nothing. There's there's no way to die. Look, when they hit me, you don't even have like the little life bar come up anymore. I guess it's just showing your epicness or something. It's just showing how awesome you are when you have this this dorky thing. Even if you save Zolf, spoiler alert, even if you save Zolf, it goes through this same sequence, except instead of carrying this big thing on your back, you're carrying Zolf with you. And when you're carrying Zolf, you still don't have your life bar or anything, so you still have no chance of dying. But you go through and they just shoot at you and you can't fight back. You just carry Zolf the whole way and like
Kid
basically
probably
take
dealt
their
with Zolf by
punishment
now.
or
He
whatever you
reminds
want
me
to
of
call it.
myself when I was his age. I
Pretty
will tell you
dorky.
about those days.
Did I tell you I finished my second pop? I'm not sure if I did, but if you would like to know, I have finished my second pop and I have to pee very badly. So I'm very glad that I just have the final piece of this game. We'll show you the last little choices that we can make in the end. There's also a final choice that you can make in the end. I'll show you one of them. I don't know which one. We'll see when we get there.
we'll keep having our little adventure here. You've stuck with me so long. We'll keep this awesome. Get up, kid.
Hey, kid.
Oh no, he's dead. He's dead.
Get up, kid.
Spoiler alert.
That ain't funny.
He gets up.
I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Here we go. Final scenes. Final scenes, folks. Such just suspense.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes.
Now you get like two choices. You can either choose to stay in like the Bastion and not restore the world and end this calamity stuff, or you can restore the world to everything, but then like Rux, you, and Zia, this girl, all disappear. Like for some reason, you aren't really alive. You have to talk to each one of them before you make your decision. It doesn't matter what decision you make. You've got to beat the game twice and choose the decision, the different decision each time though, to get your full gamer score or whatever. So I've already done it. I think I'll just do... we'll do evacuation. That means that I stay with Rux and Zia at the end, and I don't restore everybody back to the world.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself, but instead you want to stay in a world like this.
But this is the end. This is the complete end of the game. Thanks for watching. It's been just over an hour and a half that you've stuck through with me, and you are awesome if you've done that. If you want to leave a rating, go ahead and do so. If you think I sucked, don't leave a rating. I don't care. Tell me I'm awful. Leave me something in comments. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. I'll take it into consideration, I guess. I really don't care if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll post whatever I want. But I love you anyway. I will talk to you guys later. I'll leave the comment or the credits roll on here and stuff. But I'm taking off. I gotta go to the bathroom. Talk to you guys later. Hope you had a good time. Bye now.